A land where the horizon stretches endlessly, where golden sands kiss the edges of vast grasslands, and where every grain of dust carries the memory of ancient winds. This is not just a desert. This is not just a savanna. This is Africa's beating heart, a world carved by fire and shaped by silence, where life endures against all odds. Here, survival is not guaranteed. It is earned with every step, every breath, every heartbeat. The sun rises over this unforgiving land like a blazing furnace, pouring molten gold across the earth. The air shimmers, trembling under the weight of heat, as if the sky itself is alive. From the dry desert dunes to the sweeping plains of the Savannah, the day begins in brilliance and danger. This is a place where shadows are short, but the stories they hide are endless. Every corner of this wilderness whispers secrets. The dunes ripple like oceans, frozen in time, shaped by winds that never rest. Each crest and hollow tells the tale of centuries, of storms that have passed and of storms yet to come. Beneath the surface, the desert is not dead but waiting for the right moment to reveal the fragile threads of life that refuse to be broken. The Savannah, stretching beyond sight, is a living tapestry. Grasslands sway in waves, dancing to the rhythm of the wind. Here, silence is never truly silent. Beneath the whispers of grass, the earth hums with energy. Every movement, every vibration carries a message, a warning, a promise. Life is everywhere, though it hides in plain sight. The sun climbs higher, fierce and unrelenting. Its heat presses down like an invisible hand, challenging every creature, every plant, every living soul. Water becomes treasure, shade becomes sanctuary, and survival becomes an art. Yet despite the hardship, beauty thrives. The desert blooms in rare bursts of color when the rains return. The savanna glows like gold, a kingdom beneath the sun, alive with echoes of the past. Time here feels different. A single day carries the weight of centuries. The cycle of life, raw and untamed, plays out under an open sky. From blazing daylight to cooling dusk, every moment is part of a greater story. The story of balance, of struggle, of resilience. As the hours stretch, the desert floor radiates heat, rising in waves that blur the line between earth and sky. Mirage dances on the horizon, tricking the eyes with phantom lakes that vanish upon approach. The desert teaches humility, reminding all who enter that appearances deceive, that survival is never promised. Yet within the heat, life endures. The smallest of plants anchor themselves in the sand, holding on to every drop of moisture, every breath of dew. The wind may tear, the sun may burn, but they remain, guardians of persistence in a land that offers little mercy. The savanna, too, tells its story through resilience. The grass grows tall, reaching for the sky, feeding the cycle of life that depends upon its strength. It bows with the wind, burns with the fire, and rises again, reborn in endless rhythm. The afternoon sun blazes with merciless power, turning every shadow into a fleeting refuge. Across the savanna, the horizon shimmers with a glow so bright it blinds. The earth cracks under its weight, each fracture a reminder of the cost of survival. The desert mirrors this struggle, where silence holds more power than sound. Here, the air itself is alive, dry, sharp, and heavy with the scent of dust and heat. But as time moves, change stirs. Slowly, the angle of the sun begins to shift. The harsh light softens, shadows stretch longer, and the land exhales as though relieved. The desert breathes in coolness, and the savanna prepares for transformation. The day that began in fire now turns toward twilight, a passage from one world to another. Dusk creeps gently across the horizon, painting the sky in colors that no canvas could ever hold. Crimson, orange, and violet bleed into one another, a masterpiece only nature could create. The desert glows with an otherworldly light, each dune casting a shadow that grows deeper, sharper. The Savannah too transforms, its golden fields catching the last fire of the sun before surrendering to the calm of evening. And as the light fades, the land does not fall silent. It awakens. The desert that seems still by day now stirs with movement, with life unseen but always waiting. The Savannah that shimmered in golden heat now pulses with sound, each whisper carried farther in the cooling air. Twilight is the threshold, the gateway between two realms. What seemed barren becomes alive. What seems silent becomes a symphony. Here, in this land of extremes, day and night are not opposites but partners. Each gives way to the other, each shaping the lives that call this place home. The sun burns to test endurance, the night soothes to grant recovery. Together they weave the endless story of the desert and the Savannah, a story older than time, yet new with every dawn. This is Africa, raw, untamed, eternal. A land where survival is struggle, but beauty is everywhere. A land where silence speaks, where wind carries wisdom, and where every moment is a reminder of the fragile, powerful balance that sustains life. A land where the horizon never ends and the story never sleeps.